You know what you want. You know you're ready. But something inside of you keeps stopping you. It's not procrastination. It's not fear of failure. And it's something deeper. And we're going to uncover that today. Hey, beautiful human. It's me, Rebecca, and welcome to another episode of Effective Immediately, the show where we talk mindset, abundance, leadership, and I give you a shift that you can make effective immediately. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit of a story. Years ago, a client came to me and she was celebrating this huge win in her business, like a huge win. She had signed her biggest client to date. She had money in the bank. She was being invited into rooms she had only ever dreamed of. And yet she couldn't stop crying. She told me, I should be celebrating, but I feel like I'm going to explode. I don't know how to hold all of this. Her body was in panic. She couldn't sleep. She couldn't really fully breathe. She just kept saying, I can't catch my breath. I can't catch my breath. And instead of celebrating, she started pulling back. She started delaying opportunities. She started passing on opportunities. Something she did not want to be doing, right? She was ready. She was there. She was going all in. And her body was holding her back. Her subconscious mind was holding her back. And this is what I told her. You're not blocking, you're bracing. Here's what actually happens when you want more, but your body resists. Your subconscious mind does not care about your goals. I know it sucks to hear that because we get so excited to get our subconscious on board and to have everything happen for us. And the subconscious mind is running 90 to 95% of our behaviors, our thoughts, our emotions, our patterns. And if we don't have the subconscious mind fully on board, it'll hold us back. It'll stop us. Okay, so just a powerful reminder for you. Your subconscious mind does not give a flying fig about your happiness or your comfort or your joy or your goals or your vision board. It's your spirit that wants all those things. It's your spirit that wants to move forward, become the next version of yourself, grow and change and achieve your vision and your goals. Your subconscious mind loves to keep you in the familiar. And if you have trauma, I like to call it the gunk. If you've got gunk in your past, which, let's face it, everybody does. Whether it's something from when you were small, something from when you were a teenager, it could have been a recent mistake, grieving a mistake or a misstep that you made. There are traumas in your life. Everybody's got gunk. You don't get to escape the gunk. Okay? Your subconscious mind uses that gunk as a reference of how to respond in the current moment. And if what you're seeing in front of you activates any similar emotions from the past or activates some part of you that does not feel safe, and it doesn't have to make sense to your conscious mind because our emotions are completely irrational. If it activates any part of that from the past, it will use that past experience as a reference of how to respond in the current moment. No matter if you were happy, sad, mad, angry, frustrated, it does not care if you weren't in a good mood. It does not care if you didn't achieve your goal. It only cares that you stayed alive. And alive is a really low baseline, right? It doesn't care if you're happy. So this is why the subconscious work is so important, because it will activate your body to respond in a way that will stall you, stop you, have you quit if you let it. So we're going to talk today about safety, okay? Your subconscious mind cares about safety. And if it's associated with, if wanting more, if your goals and your mission and your vision are associated with, let me rephrase that. If any part of wanting more, doing more, being more, has ever been associated with loss, pressure, betrayal, or burnout or stress of any kind, your system will brace. Even if the thing that you are reaching for is good. And I know if you're here, and I know if you're that you're listening to this, that you have a mission. You have a vision, and it is for the good. Because that's the kind of people I attract into my world. So I know that you are here for the good. But the old patterns, this old survival part of you, is trying to protect the version of you that once felt like she had to hold back or hold it all together. You see, bracing is not weakness. It's the wisdom of your subconscious mind, right? Sometimes that wisdom of our subconscious mind does not align with the vision of our conscious mind. And that's okay, because we can change that, okay? The moment that your nervous system detects change, even the good kind, it runs a check. It's checking on your systems. It's checking on your old programming. It's checking in your old files of all the experiences that you've ever had in your life. And if the old programming says success equals exhaustion or being abandoned or not being able to slow down or not being able to be yourself, your body will slow you down first. I know, take a breath. It's so frustrating, especially if this is relatable to you in any way. The good news is that the story can be rewritten. The emotions that were held in the story and the patterns that came later can actually be rewritten. They can be edited. So give yourself a breath. Give yourself a break. Especially if anything came up around exhaustion or being abandoned or not being able to slow down or be yourself. Especially if you were told you're too much or you're too little or you're not enough or you're whatever. That might have activated something inside of you that said, if I go big, then those kind of things I'll be told those things again. I'll be abandoned again. I'll burn out again. Or I'll have a different level of burnout than I'm already in. Yes, we can stack the burnout, right? We can stack the burnout by pushing and pushing and pushing. So let's not do that. Because pushing is chasing. And we've talked about chasing energy a bunch of times. And we want to be in receiving, not chasing. Okay, so if you are bracing, this means you're actually really close. This means that you're on the edge of something that you desire, and your body just doesn't know it's safe yet. Yes, let's give us a breath, right? This is not something you force. This is something that you get to recalibrate. Now, the really amazing thing is that this is identity work, this is nervous system work, and this is the deep rewiring of what you associate with success and having more. So you may think consciously what you associate with having more. Maybe having more feels really amazing, right? To your conscious mind. The vision feels really great to your conscious mind. But you might notice a little bit of a ping in your body, and that's the reaction of your subconscious mind. You may notice a little tightness, a little heaviness, a little tension, a little, let's start a train of thoughts that says, what if I can't? What if this? What if that? What if that? And they're all not so great. Okay, but this can be shifted. This can be rewired on that subconscious level. What if receiving didn't mean pressure? What if expansion didn't require exhaustion? And what if it all could feel peaceful and exciting and exhilarating instead of anxiety producing and terrifying? Okay, so if this connects to you, I want you to remember that if something is holding you back in this moment, acknowledge the bracing, do not start beating yourself up, because that will kick off a pattern. It will send you right back to those old patterns of the past where you told yourself, if I'm going to mess up, then I've got to stop. Or if it's going to be too hard, then I've got to stop. Or the truth that I've heard about myself is true. I'm too much. I'm not enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm whatever. Enough, not enough, too much, too not, too much or not enough, right? So be really gentle with yourself. Be really loving with yourself. Because right now, grace is required. Love for yourself is required. If you start down the path of putting yourself down, you're going to activate even more fear. Because being put down by ourselves or others will activate potential worries about rejection and abandonment. So we don't want that. So just imagine that you're pouring lots of love into yourself right now. And if you felt this in your belly or your gut or your heart, your chest, you're not alone. This is the exact thing that we shift inside of the Advanced Abundance Activation VIP Day. I've talked about this before. This is a shift that can be made in that day where we start to look at the source. We peel back the layers of the gunk and the story that your subconscious mind is telling. And we help it understand what you want for the future. It's incredibly powerful when you get to talk to your subconscious mind, and the fastest, easiest way to do that is through hypnosis. Okay, so let's just talk about how this may be showing up, because I mentioned it might be in your heart, it might be in your chest, it might be in your gut, right? So give yourself a breath, and I want you to think to your biggest goal. And I want you just to lovingly ask yourself, when do I get that goal? And why don't I have it already? Now, these are not to invoke shame or questioning about the quality of your gifts or any of that. It's to see what your subconscious mind has to say. Notice what happens in your body. Notice what comes up in your physical body, not what starts in your head. Let's go to the body first. Notice if you have tension somewhere, you have some hidden spots of heaviness. Maybe you, even just the idea of those questions brings about a little heart racing kind of feeling, or gut churning kind of feeling, or a tightness in your throat. The reason I'm bringing this up is because so often we are caught up in our thoughts, and we are trying to work out so much in our thoughts and pushing so much with our thoughts. What we actually need to be doing is feeling with our bodies. Your emotions are felt in your body. You might have pressure in your head, but your thoughts are in your conscious mind and your emotions are felt. Two separate things. They often work together, but they are two separate things. Your thoughts are thought. Your emotions are felt in your body. The more you get out of your head and into your body, the more that you can acknowledge what's happening there. You can notice in a moment what your responses are. If you notice that you're feeling excited about your next level and there's no feeling holding you back, or there's a feeling of knots in your stomach, or lump in your throat, or tightness in your face, or tightness somewhere else. You may get a little fight or flight feeling. You might get a little feeling of like sweaty palms, or you might heat up a little bit. These are times that your body is talking to you. Do not ignore the body. Do not ignore what your body is telling you when you are trying to move forward with your goals, because your body is connected to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind wants safety. So if your body is not feeling safe, that can be adjusted. That can be shifted. And you don't have to put yourself down or beat yourself up for having those responses. This is a human thing. I know we want to be spiritual beings floating through the cosmos, having everything go our way. But our humanness is here too, and we get to acknowledge our humanness and work with it instead of fighting against it. So give yourself a lot of love. Give yourself a lot of grace right now, if anything is coming up for you. If you want something so badly, but you keep stopping it, that is a sign that your body isn't feeling safe. That's it. It's not a judgment on the quality of person you are. It's not a judgment on your skills or your gifts or whether you're worthy or not. And it is so important for you to remember that. You were born worthy and nothing has changed. We just have to help your body recognize that it's safe to have the vision that you want. It's safe to be your next level self. And you and I can do that together. Okay, so are you ready for your super loving, effective immediately moment of the week? Okay, I want you to give yourself a breath and just kind of loosen up a little bit. Notice that your belly loosens. Notice that your chest loosens. And if it's been a little activated by some recent goal setting or visioning or recognizing that it's not feeling so safe to move forward, that's okay. Give yourself a nice inhale and then give yourself a really long, slow exhale. Let's remember always that the deep breathing is not about gulping the air in. It's actually about the exhale. The exhale is where the deep breathing helps you. Your body will get a signal that says, oh, she's breathing that extra long exhale. That means she's safe. She must not be being chased or something like that because she can pause and take this breath. So breathe. Give yourself a nice few breaths, nothing fancy, just a little extra on the exhale. Notice your body relaxing. Notice your shoulders lowering. All right. I want you to put your hand on your heart. I'll do it with you. Get your hand on your heart. Take that nice breath. Tell yourself, I don't have to brace anymore. It is safe for me to have my vision. I don't have to brace anymore. I get to feel safe in my next level. I don't have to brace anymore. It is safe to be seen, supported, successful, and still grounded in myself. It is safe to be seen, supported, successful, and still grounded in myself. Repeat that a few times. And if your body's not responding, repeat it a few more times. What I do is I like to repeat my affirmations over and over until my body changes, until my body has a response that I can feel. And don't do it with, it is safe to be seen, supported, successful, right? Do it with passion. Do it with heart. Take that tiny little percentage that believes in you and your vision. It may be a really big percentage right now, but it may be tiny. Take whatever percentage you've got and use that passion. Put that behind the words. It is safe to be seen, supported, successful, and still grounded in myself. Say it with passion. Repeat it until your body makes a shift and notice what happens next. Let me know how it's going. If this resonates with you, if you are eager to make it, have a beautiful week. Take really good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.